down the link, that's true.
We are go.
Luke,
Can everyone see
does
it?
that say live or live?
Why not both?
No, I cannot see it.
Okay.
Oh, what happened?
Stuff happened.
Doing something?
Is this how we start? Oh, we're all broken. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Are we live yet?
We are.
Are we live yet then?
What happened? Yeah.
We are live.
Yeah.
But I said no. Look.
OMG, you're live, says Anne.
Luke,
Welcome
go for
to
it.
Small
Introduce
Point
us.
Podcast. I am your host, Lucas III, and spawning in with me tonight is
Oh my god.
the token black guy Kamal,
Yes. I have
the
hacked.
token English person Andy.
I told you not to put the cheesy spawn in line. I told you.
Well, it sucks to be you, and the token Australian Josh.
G'day.
Does that make you the token wasp person?
Oh, no, shh. Josh, you say good day. Freaking happier.
I said
and with
good
more
day.
Australian upbeat tone.
Thank you, Anne.
I will get.
I don't like it. It doesn't look as fancy and fantastic.
It's not. Well, you know.
We just get the joy of growing it back, right?
Anyway, Luke.
Yes.
It's
Do you-
derailed really
do you wanna-
quickly.
I'm trying. I'm doing my
Do
best to
you want to
derail
go
it.
through it like with conviction?
I did go through it with conviction. What do you mean? That's it.
That's it.
No.
You wrote a paper. That was a sentence.
Yeah, and then we were gonna have
Oh,
banter.
I was expecting
and
Martin
then you were
Luther
gonna get
King,
on top
I
of
have
it.
a dream level speech right
Come on,
now.
So-
we're expecting that.
You
Yeah.
basically just wrote down our names.
Good job, Luke. You did
And
it.
the
You did
token
it.
joke part.
Okay.
Can I be the host next time?
I will add. Sport Point is going to be a weekly podcast, fingers crossed, and it's going to be about news of the week, and mainly gaming, some TV, some science, some tech, you know, just general stuff we're interested in.
It's just lots of stuff.
In
right?
the background, while not showing stuff, we will be playing games with the Twitch chat. This game is Mythical Graveyard Uprising, if you can read English.
I can't.
Um,
I'm glad you
It's gonna pull
Wrong audience.
people from the Twitch in as enemies, and I'm gonna kill you while we talk. So that's gonna make me happy.
Yeah.
And it's hopefully gonna make
Murder
you
of
happy.
viewers.
This is made
Yes.
by the wonderful Drunk Dev, so shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Drunk Devs. He's a
Yeah,
Twitch
go check
streamer
out
as
Drunk-
well, and
Drunk Dev.
you should check him out. Yeah,
It's much more interesting than we are.
Definitely.
I think that's the general gist of it. We're gonna make 2 mods right now. We're gonna mod Anne
Oh no.
because Anne is
Why? She can't have the power. Not
Anne is
yet.
always gonna be here for us. And we are gonna mod our
always.
friend Cam, who is gonna watch and take care of our chats as well.
That's a
Maybe
better
the
selection.
real boss.
Yeah, basically. Anne's getting a title where Cam's actually going to be doing work.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes, I am.
It's more bragging rights for.
Jesus.
let's.
See, yeah. See, there we go.
That's us, and hopefully that's us every week.
Yes.
I'm gonna start the game, and you guys can start the news.
Ooh,
Who
interesting.
is going to bring up the first topic?
You, Luke.
I mean, you're the
start
You,
speaking.
host.
Luke, he...
No. I haven't even got the page up.
Oh my god.
Everyone,
yeah.
Josh, dance. Josh,
There's no
dance.
need for a page. The first topic is video games. The Game Awards happened on Friday.
Yes,
Right?
we're going to go
They
straight into the
did, they
Game
very much
Awards.
did.
Yeah, let's talk about the Game
I have a
Awards.
question about that.
About the
For
game.
some reason, I assumed that it was more than just like it happened more than just twice. This is only the second.
Oh, so basically they used to be the Spike Game Awards,
Yeah,
like
they
the-
rebranded it, didn't they?
but then
Okay.
after like 2013 or whatever the last year was, it didn't go well, but the host really wanted to keep doing it, so he just made it like external, and he runs it now, and he like
Okay.
controls the entire thing.
All right, fair enough. Because I noticed that yesterday when I was like looking up the list of winners,
Yeah. So
and I thought it was odd because I could have sworn that they had Game Awards in previous years.
yeah.
And that was because they did.
But these are like
Exactly.
the super official Game Awards now.
Ooh.
Ones that I feel are better than the previous ones, in all honesty.
They
I mean,
are.
there's still adverts, but like
They're still
you know,
adverts.
they're more obvious.
And there's still a bit like I think like more like centered around AAA and stuff, which is the majority of the games industry, to be fair. So there's that.
Which is a shame.
Most popular.
Yeah.
It would make sense for the Game Awards to be focused on the.
But let's start at the meat of it. What did you guys think about Game of the Year? The Game of the Year went to Witcher 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never
Has
played
anyone
Witcher
here
3.
played The Witcher at all? Like just
No,
the
I
series?
can't comment.
I've
I
never played a Witcher game.
I played
I
Witcher 2.
dragged my face through the glass trying to play The Witcher 3 because I did not enjoy it because it's not my game. But I got to like the 3-hour mark and I was like, no, not anymore. I'm done. I can't play this game anymore.
Did you not like it, or did you just feel like it wasn't for you?
It wasn't for me. It definitely wasn't for me. Like I can understand why some people would like it because some people like to hurt themselves. But
You know, some people are.
So,
Like,
what were the? I can't have this open right now. What were the other nominees for it?
it was
I wish I could remember now.
it was Witcher. And it was
Witcher. Fallout was there, obviously.
Fallout was
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, I think. God, I'm doing
Yeah,
this from memory.
Metal Gear, Solid,
guys,
Metal
come
Gear
on.
Solid was there, and
Wait. I even bookmarked this
what the nominees.
because I knew that I'd forget, and I Super Mario Maker,
Yeah, I didn't do
Metal
it.
Gear Solid 5,
Oh,
Fallout
Super Mario
4,
Maker.
Bloodborne, and The Witcher 3.
Bloodborne, okay. So to be fair, out of those ones, personally, I would have expected it to go to either Fallout or The Witcher 3 anyway.
I mean, I would have picked Fallout.
Yeah, but you haven't played Witcher, Andy.
Yeah, that's because I didn't want to. I wanted to play Fallout. I have something, called an opinion.
No, not good enough.
Just real games journalism. You have to play all of them. You have to drag your face through the glass.
You do kind of have to play all of them to have, like, a proper, I mean, I haven't played The Witcher 3 either, so, like, screw me.
I mean, I don't have a problem with the choice,
No, neither do
but
I.
I've never played it. I know my mate really enjoyed it, but
I know
I
lots of
don't know
people
if that's
enjoy
a
it.
biased opinion, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it either. I think The Witcher 3 looks like an amazing game, and from what I've heard, it has an amazingly deep, like, story and world.
Yeah,
And I know the
that's-
studio also won Best Studio, and they deserve
Yeah.
that because they take care of their fans, and they really make sure their games get updated and bug fixed on a regular basis and improved. So I have no problem with them getting praise,
Yeah.
Basing it off the first game, which I haven't even finished, once you get into the game, it's a pretty good game, and that's only the first one.
Yeah. I like
So-
2 a lot. I was gonna get 3, but I was really busy at the time, and it never happened. But yeah, maybe now I should pick it up. My game of the year is Fallout 4, because I'm a little scrub, and I love
Well,
it,
I mean, yeah.
and I love the base building, and I've spent like 3 or 4 days in Fallout so far. I'm probably gonna spend at least another 3 or 4 days in Fallout, maybe more.
When I first heard about the base building, I thought I didn't think it would work, just based off the type of game Fallout is.
Yeah,
Like, how the hell would you implement that in an RPG? But
Yeah.
it fits.
they did it fairly well. I mean, other than the stupid glitching that always happens,
Yeah.
fairly well.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think I was going to spend as much time with the base building as I actually did, just because I liked Fallout just for what it was last time,
Yeah.
and then I just
You came back to that, though, didn't you?
came back to
Right? The base building. Because you didn't start off with it.
I did a few of the main missions because I didn't think you could just jump straight into the base building. I thought you'd need like loads of resources and stuff, so I just ignored it for like the first like couple of hours I played it, and then after that I just went back and I was like, oh, I have so much stuff. I can build so many things.
Yeah.
So I did, and now I'm addicted to power armor.
I think I'm the only one here who wasn't that fast on Fallout.
It has its problems, and I think it's fair that The Witcher 3 technically, like even just technically, has less problems than Fallout. So I think it's fair that it was a winner.
It could have gone to a much less deserving game. To be fair,
Speaking to Wartburg just posted about Splatoon winning
Yeah, I just-
shooter.
I just read that.
Which okay, I want to say Splatoon is like it's really interesting for Nintendo, but like universally, I don't think it's anything that special.
No,
It,
I
seems
don't.
like, it just seems like an advanced kind of party game.
But
Yeah.
but also, like, now that I look like at the other stuff in the category, they're not anything special either. I have Halo 5. I love Halo 5. It's Halo. I played Call of Duty Black Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops is really good. It's Call of Duty. Destiny is Destiny from freaking last year. Like, it can't.
Yeah,
it
no,
can't win. It just can't win.
Taken
not
King
allowed,
definitely did not deserve to be in there because it's just the game from before, but with the expansion, and that's not a new game. Sure, it adds more, but like, it's not a real expansion either. So, I don't think it really deserves to be there because it is the same like game mechanics from Destiny.
I mean, technically, if you look at that whole list, it's basically the same game mechanics from all the previous games.
You see, I feel
Yeah.
there is a difference between
But at least that Halo was a
4
new
and Halo
game.
5. Like, I feel like the actual gameplay itself changes with what they've added in. Like, it feels like a different game sometimes.
Yeah.
And I personally haven't played Black Ops 3, so I can't comment on that. I'm not sure if it's any different from the Advanced Warfare or...
It's different. You know, as much as Call of Duty is these days get different, which is more than Assassin's Creed, to be fair, they've been trying
Yeah.
to switch it up. It's not different enough to not be Call of Duty, but at the same time, it's called Call of Duty for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, so you know what you're expecting when you go in there.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the indie game winner?
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
what would
'cause
you...
Cat-
Let's just... Before we go off that, what would you guys pick as your game shooter of the year?
Well,
Uh,
mine obviously Halo 5 because I feel like there's at least a significant difference from the previous game.
Yeah.
It's the new kind of agility stuff like makes you play it differently,
Yeah.
and like the weapons do feel like they've changed, which
maybe
is
that's why I'm losing, because I don't play any differently than I always played.
You have to jump and ground pound everything, Andy.
yes.
That's the rule
But,
of thumb. But really boost into people. Ground pound takes a bit too long to charge.
I've watched Splatoon.
Andy, you killed me.
Yeah.
I've watched Splatoon, but I haven't played it, and I honestly can't tell you if it's fun. I've seen people have fun with it, but when I watch it, I'm just like,
I think it's fun. I think it's fun. It's like
Thing
Team
is-
Fortress, but for Nintendo.
And again, I don't think it's aimed at us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be interested to play it, but I'm not that interested to go out of my way to play it.
Yeah. I can see that. And that's why I haven't played it, because it's a Wii game, and, like, honestly, Nintendo, give me a reason to buy the Wii, for God's sake, give me a reason.
No, you have to add U. They put the U in very big letters on the end of that, so you have to say the U.
Okay,
It's like-
we can go to independent game now.
Yes, finally, my god.
Independent game was won by Rocket League.
Totally deserved it. Rocket League is awesome. I love
I
Rocket League.
disagree with you.
But Rocket League is so good.
Rocket League is really good, but I don't...
Yeah.
It's so intense though.
It
Every
was-
time you play that game,
It
you're
was up
right in that
against
game.
Undertale, and Undertale was better.
Undertale was good. I like Rocket League more.
Undertale, look, I like Rocket League, and I'll keep playing Rocket League. But I think Undertale did so much right, it deserved some respect for it.
I mean, yeah, it definitely deserves respect.
And I think it deserved that award. Like, who else was nominated other than Rocket League and Undertale?
Ori and the Blind Forest, Her Story, and Axiom Verge.
Okay, so does everyone know what Her Story is?
Yeah.
I've
yeah.
seen that story, yeah.
Okay, for the viewers, if they don't know, Her Story is a video game. Like, you literally watch videos.
Interactive.
Yeah, it's like an interactive
It's like
game.
an old. They used to have that in old style games.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like one of
Yeah.
those
It's
really
like
old
going
ones.
way
that's like-
back.
It's
a movie.
it's like a detective mystery, and you watch real life like clips on a fake computer screen, and you try to figure out this mystery out. And it's meant to be a really good experience. I haven't played it personally.
No.
I've heard very good things apparently.
I heard the narrative
Yeah,
is really good, which is probably why it won Best Narrative, I think.
Well,
have-
yeah, the actress, she got she won an award, right, as well.
Yeah,
She won 2
I
awards.
think so.
She won one. Well, she
Oh,
won.
no,
she
yeah,
she
yeah,
picked
yeah.
up the Best Narrative award, and then she won one for the
Oh, for the
Best
really-
performance.
for the really awkward,
Best Performance award.
which
Yeah.
is quite awkward to watch. In all
Okay.
honesty. Does everyone remember what happened?
It was they on the name card they wrote winner of best performance, and they wrote her name, but then they wrote the game she performed in was The Witcher 3.
Yeah. And like you can see when she gets up, you can see the guys behind her being like their hands
Witcher
are lifted
3
in the air,
guys
just
are
like,
sitting right behind her, and the camera like goes to her, and the Witcher 3 guys are like, what? Like, what is happening? And then they just kind of moved on. But yeah, I think independent game would have been out of Rocket League and Undertale. I think her story looks cool, but it's not really my kind of thing.
To be fair,
personally, and what's the other one?
I liked Ori and the Blind Forest.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
I
is
wouldn't have said it was good enough for to compete with Undertale or Rocket League.
Okay, my opinion on Ori and the Blind Forest is Ori and the Blind Forest is a really beautiful game, which is why it won Best Art Direction.
Yeah.
But it's not a groundbreaking game. Like
it was just it's just standard platformer sort of really.
And I think that's why it didn't win.
It was quite hyped up, but I didn't feel like
it is beautiful, and it got the award it deserved.
It had a really good start, and then after that, it just became like a standard platformer. I think that's what let it down, really.
Yeah.
It's like the story at the beginning was really good, and it really got you in there. But then after that, it just sort of cast it aside and just went for a normal.
And now, now you're playing a game.
It's essentially the same as FPSs, though. Like, there's only so much you can do within that frame.
Yeah, and that's why I thought Undertale deserved winning that award, because it goes, oh, I'm a top-down like classic JRPG, but I'm gonna break every single rule that has been set ever. And
I just thought Rocket League was deserving, because I hardly ever got drawn into a game that intensely, and any game that manages that should be worthy of respect in my book.
I will say that. Go on.
It would be nice to see if we both kept going if we said the same thing. I'm looking forward to Rocket League being on Xbox, so I can finally give it a go.
Yeah, it was announced for Xbox.
I'll probably put it on Xbox as well.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, guys. They finally have enough money to pay Microsoft extortionate independent developer fees.
Yeah, that's
Pussy topic.
But yeah, okay. I get why it won. Personally, if I was there, I would have given it to Undertale. But Rocket League is great. Like, it is a great game.
I can see how it won. I mean, it's not something you'd ever really consider. Like, it's essentially football being played with cars.
Yeah,
that's great. I love it. That's an awesome idea.
And for that alone, I can see why it won.
Those devs have done it before. They did it on PS3. It was nowhere near as good. The execution on this one is amazing. It's so well
they learned from their mistakes, essentially.
Yeah. What other awards? What other awards? I don't have them
other
open.
awards, guys? What other awards?
Yeah, well, we mentioned developer. There was best soundtrack, which went to Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, they got the choir actress to come and sing her little humming thing. Like, on stage was like a full orchestra background, like humming was her. It was amazing.
Speaking of Metal Gear,
hot
topic.
So
Kojima was banned from being at the ceremony by Konami.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I don't know what they've said. Why?
Because Konami have a horrendous employee relationship problem.
Okay, there's two sides to this.
It was
Kojima
based off a non-compete, right?
Yeah, it was in his contract basically. Basically, Konami's contract for like when they fire you is really intense apparently. So you've got a 6 month.
No,
that's non-compete.
Konami have got a different thing. They don't fire someone unless they've got no other choice.
Well, yeah, because they're Japanese.
Yeah, so they like sort of just phase you out. And I think it was on the Jumquisition, they said that they had like, he did an interview with someone and he said there were like incredibly high level developers who got like phased out to the point where they were like scrubbing toilets and stuff just so they couldn't be fired until like contract ran out.
Kojima's contract does run out in like 6 months, I think, though. And I think that's when he's gone. And up till then, they've basically just silenced him. Like, as a human being.
December.
Pardon?
I thought I read December.
Oh.
It ran out.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was 6 months after MGS5 got released.
Okay.
About December-ish.
So
Then after-
yes, it's a thing in Japan. I don't know why, but it's a thing in Japan that like being fired or firing someone as a company and for the firee is like considered
It's
as like
worse.
it's really bad. Yeah,
It's a worse
considered
taboo
like
than being downgraded to such a disgustingly bad level, which I don't understand. But I guess it's just like the cultural thing there.
yeah. So that's why they do that. But like, God, it sucks.
Yeah, that was awful.
And they had the snake actor, the 24 guy. What's he called?
Keith the Sutherland.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
him pick up the award for
Him, a guy.
it. But I like that they called Konami out on it. I do. I
Yeah.
like that they did.
Yeah, they should. They absolutely should have.
Because they called them out on the show. Like they took a section away from the show. They were like, "Konami sucks."
Yeah.
By the way.
By the way, they are awful.
I mean, I never grew up with, like, I think Castlevania and Contra or Metal Gear, so I don't really have any,
Connection
like,
to them.
yeah, to Konami. But they just sound like dicks.
I mean, you don't really need to have a connection to understand
massive
that they're just
dicks.
absolute
You know what?
bastards.
You know what? The most of their money in Japan comes from gambling machines.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
pinko machines or something, right?
Yeah, so they're just
That's what
moving in
they're
that direction. Yeah, and they're phasing out all of the game development stuff. It's crazy.
It just seems like a really weird way for a game company to go down the
I
toilet.
know, there's so much money in it if you do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you
Yeah.
don't do it right, if it's a AAA title, they get heaps for it.
Yep. It's a mess.
Weird. It's weird.
well,
Drama.
it was nice. It was good. It was good though that they did speak out like against it, like the awards itself. And talking about speaking out, Greg Miller, his speech.
Oh yeah, Greg Miller
Won the
won
money.
one personality. I mean, not personality. Gamer of the Year. Is that what it's
Yeah.
called?
It was like emerging personality of the year or something, right?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's basically entertainers that are like having a big influence on the industry and on just like in general, like the
Yeah.
community.
The title here just says Trending Gamer.
Trending gamer. That's the one.
His speech though, like for the developers, really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, his speech was basically because developers obviously get a lot of crap nowadays.
Yeah.
Because of the whole Andy, you killed me again. God damn it.
So, yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do.
His speech was basically yes, like keep doing what you're doing, and you do change lives, and like everyone's here's lives are better or different, like because of you guys. So like, you know, keep doing what you're doing, and respect. And it was a cool thing of him to do, like especially like in the middle of the whole like award show.
Yeah.
He basically said what people kind of forget about, because I know I'm one of those people. I like to think that there are small things in games that I pick up on and like I really appreciate, but for the most part you kind of forget all the effort that goes in behind the game, and you're just making a judgment call as you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's making games is crazy. Making
games is
games is
ridiculous.
crazy, and it's hard to like comprehend that when you go to a store and you pick it up for $60 or whatever, and then you go home and you play it and you're like, oh, this one thing didn't break in this one thing didn't work in this giant world in Fallout. For
Why
example.
can't they fix it? And it's just like,
You're
Yeah.
the worst. You're the worst ever.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, I've worked at a game company. And
Dying
I still don't think about it as much as I should.
Yeah.
So I know people that had like crunch and like for like 3 months that didn't go home until like midnight and came back in at like 8 o'clock in the morning. It was just like,
Crunch is scary, man.
yeah, crunch is insane.
Speaking as someone who was thinking about going into game development and decided not to just because of crunch. Crunch
Yeah.
is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I felt like he said something that doesn't really get said too often. Like,
Thank you.
He did, like, huh?
Thank you.
Yeah, basically. Like,
Yeah.
instead,
Yeah, pretty much.
like he basically thanked everyone he could have possibly thanked, and it was good. It was a good speech. I like that was the one part of the show that really stuck with me.
Yeah.
And Deadmau5, obviously. Just listening to that, and I'm like, yeah, this is sounds.
Yep, well, yep.
I mean,
Well, they had
you're not getting.
they had
You're not
churches
wrong.
as well, right? That's that other like kind of newish band. I don't know. They were good. I liked their song. I don't know much about the band, but
The ones from Scotland.
Did you?
yeah, the ones from Scotland.
Did you?
I'd never heard of them until then.
I know my older brother listens to some of their stuff, so I was like, oh, this is that band.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not a
That was
music
your-
guy. I never claimed to be a music guy.
Did you see the interview with Deadmau Low about Star Wars?
Yeah, he was like that
Yeah,
DPI dough.
The whole time he was just like, yeah, it's a game. I've been playing it. It's nice.
Apparently Skrillex did the
Yeah, he
after
seemed
party.
he seemed really distracted.
God, they're loaded. Skrillex on the after party, Deadmau in there. Like, where are they getting this money?
Got
Jesus.
that mad, yeah. They've got that mad pull.
God.
Also, Mark Hamill looked good.
No, Cameron did look
It
good.
didn't look like a melted goblin anymore.
Yes. Yes, I like the Joker voice as well.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's his go-to voice just because he's done it for so long.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think the in best performance, I don't really think Her Story should have won it. Like, I've watched the Her Story clips and like, yeah, they're nice for an indie thing, but I don't think they are the best performance.
No, for me, it was a toss-up between
I would.
Jared and Joker.
Yeah, I like the Joker a lot, but hey.
It's the perfect way to portray the Joker.
Ugh.
So, yeah.
I can't really judge anything else other than Rise of the Tomb Raider.
What's this on?
Or is that the new one?
Performance? Yeah.
Rise of the Tomb Raider's the new one, yeah.
That was like,
Okay.
see, that was impressive too, because like they showed some of the behind the scenes of like all the mocap and everything, and you remember like, oh my god, the amount
Yeah.
of trouble these guys go through.
Yeah.
Like,
This is a genuine person here as well, acting.
yeah, she was on stage as well. She handed one of the awards out. The actress, I forgot what award she handed out, but she was there.
But you did one.
I don't remember.
Nah, Josh, you.
you
You're a
strung us
freak.
along.
Yeah, I was the only one who watched it, and everyone's relying on me.
Yeah.
Hey, I watched it too. I just didn't write anything down. I was just like,
I didn't write anything down.
Oh, okay.
He's looking bad now.
I'm referring to a source.
A source.
Yes, a source.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about the Video Game Awards, or do you want to move on to other gaming news that happened this week?
Did want to mention Batman, but not sure. Is there
Oh
anyone
yeah,
excited for
that was
Batman?
kind of more general news to me.
Oh.
Okay, so Telltale's making a Batman game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When's it due? 2016.
Yes.
I think so.
I think so.
It just said 2016, right?
The only other thing they're making, right? And are they making anything else?
They're still doing Minecraft Story Mode.
They're
They're supposed to
making
be doing Wolf Among Us 2, I think.
And they announced like a season 2 of. I don't know. I might be wrong. Correct.
They
me if I'm
announced
wrong.
another
Game
Walking
of-
Dead, I think, as well.
Game of
Yeah, but-
Thrones.
I think Game of Thrones is supposed to be
They-
continuing for a second season as well,
Yeah,
but it's
they're-
not been said when.
The
Judging
Walking-
by the last episode of Walking Dead, there's definitely supposed to be a second season.
Is there a sign that they're working on a new engine?
I mean, for God's sake, they need a bloody new engine.
That's my problem
Yeah.
with Telltale, right?
Yeah. It's so ugly, it's unbelievable.
Like, not even just that, like, it limits, like, the changes in their game. Like, their games are getting really repetitive to me. I don't know about anything
Yeah, and
else.
I know,
Yeah.
I know they're all about the story, but you've got to change the gameplay somewhat.
Yeah, no, even then, like, I just wish, like, if they had a new engine, I feel like they could make, like, trees that are bigger, like,
Yeah.
and then your story could vary more. Like, if,
I would,
if they
yeah.
could do that easier, that would be cool. Because that's what I,
I
want
would-
from a Telltale game, just more story variation.
Yeah.
I think-
I
especially,
agree.
especially for a game that's all about the story.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter what decision you make in a Telltale game. Like, the set destination, like, there's a set destination. It's just how you get to that destination that varies.
Yeah,
From person
and like
to
who,
person.
who
Ends
you
up
end
boiling
up
down to a
with
certain
at
thing.
that destination and
But-
stuff like that. But like the destination is the destination.
It's like Mass Effect 3. It comes down to, like, set decisions.
Yeah.
Like, there's no waiver. There's no, like, variation. This is what's going to happen.
I'll admit it,
Just
they do it
choose
better
one.
than Mass Effect 3 when they show you those 3 freaking
Yeah.
portals.
Yeah.
Walk into your destiny, guys. Walk into your destiny.
But
Oh my god.
I think it's also worth pointing out that the new Walking Dead thing that they're doing is just going to be a 3-parter. Like, it's not going to be a whole series unto itself.
No, okay. I wanted them to take a break. I felt like they had wrapped everything up. I wanted them to take a break, work on a new engine, and they said no, Kamal, you're wrong.
I
So
get
shut up.
that-
We're all about the story. No engine.
They
Go
said
away.
I get that
they
there's
said you're wrong, and we have money, and we want more money. So
Yeah, we don't want to spend it on actual improvements. We're not doing that.
I get that it's hard for them to, give you like a large variety of like different storylines to muck around with. I'm just saying it would be nice. I still enjoy Telltale games, but
yeah,
like as long as when you're playing a Telltale game, you realize that at the end, the choice that you're making ultimately doesn't really matter.
yeah.
Like it's still an enjoyable game. The stories are fairly good, but it would be nice, is all I'm saying, to have like some sort of like impact from like the decisions you make.
Yeah.
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 Just not to halt the conversation, but the picture has been mentioned, and I think we need to talk about the picture.
Andy's camera's broken, so Luke, our resident artist, drew us a picture.
That's the only
Yes.
clear. That's the only art I made. Everything else done like Kamal. Go on.
And
Luke did all of that.
I've been told that we should all have pictures like that because it's better that way.
You're not wrong.
So Luke's gonna get on that, and next time
Yeah.
we're all gonna have pictures like that.
I'm really worried though, because I'm not sure if it's all going to be as good as that.
Look, you've got a whole week. You could do it. We believe in you. You can make all pictures as good as that.
I'd love though if I had the skill. I would love just to draw like Josh and Kamal as like the same kind of thing as yours, and then to draw me like I'm an Adonis, like I'm touching God, and God's reaching down to me. I just Photoshop my face on that, I suppose, but I don't even have Photoshop.
That's too easy.
Just learn.
Impressive. Yeah, you've got a week. That's your challenge next week, Luke. Do it.
I do suck at this game, man. Look at how much I suck. These are high scores. 2,543. The lowest high score on the leaderboard is 487, and my highest score is 87. So yes, I do suck. Also, I just killed myself.
You were killed
Yeah.
by you were killed by yourself. Good job. That was impressive.
Okay.
Shall we move on to another topic?
Yeah, let's do another topic.
Okay, I want to talk about the Fallout Play Diary.
I did not read any of that.
Oh,
No.
damn it, Luke.
No, I wanted to go in blind because, like, obviously you have to explain to me, and then the chat finds out as well.
Fine. Okay,
You're gonna have to do
fine.
more than just that.
Yes,
You should
got
take
away
it
with being lazy.
No, yeah, well, I mean, you didn't. We all know now that you are lazy, and I'm never going to read any of your links again. But anywho, that the Play Diary is about someone who is writing the diary from his character's point of view until they die the first time.
Oh, this is just a Fallout Diary.
Yeah, the Fallout Play Diary.
Have they died yet?
They have not died yet. They're up to day 7, I think.
How far
I
are
think-
they in the game?
The whole point of the game was weird that the way they were playing it is that they start with nothing, so they get rid of all of the
The vault stuff and everything.
yeah, they get rid of all the vault stuff, so they go out with just pants. That's it. And then they have
Underpants.
just underpants, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then their whole plan was to travel as far east as possible, irregardless of whether that was out of their level rank or not, and then as south as possible. So he's trying to do a whole lap of the extremities of the map.
Oh wow. You know when
Wow.
he gets to the glowing sea, he's gonna get radiated to death and die forever.
Yeah, but that's that's the end corner. So that he starts in the top left-hand corner, because that's where Vault TQF 111, right? That's where Vault 111 is.
Yeah.
And then Glowing Sea is in the bottom left-hand corner, and he's going east. So he has to go all the way around that far. And so far, I think he's kind of halfway down the east coast. And you should read it. It's really good.
Wait,
I love how the
I
characters
just want
based
to
off
talk
Michael
to Zach for a sec. So he was talking about the Telltale thing.
All
Bring it back. Sorry, but you know.
Look, we said we're an interactive podcast.
We did. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's got a tree of branching possibilities. They do, and I think we all understand that the Telltale games do have like trees of branching possibilities. But the fact that they have like episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 means that they have to limit the possibilities to end up lining up with what they could follow on the next episode. And that tends to, at least in my experience with their games, leave it to 2 different like branching aspects at the end.
Yeah.
So at the end, like 2 major binary branches, and then a bunch of like smaller branches of like what characters you have with you and stuff. And that's what I was getting at anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. Andy's played way more Telltale games than me. He's played them all.
Yeah.
So
It always ends up as that you can't like just stop a storyline until they're done with it. You can't say when to stop the story. They say when to stop it.
yeah, and
So that you. Yeah.
and I like I like that, and I like that amount of variation. I just want more. I want more. And
I think it would be interesting if you could just end the storyline prematurely. If you did like so bad and made such a terrible decision that like, your character was out, and then they erased them entirely from the rest of the story, and then played from that. That would be much more interesting. I think.
Yeah, it would. Although you'd have to go, I guess, make it a whole new story, so that you could alter with it that much.
yeah,
Because in a game like Game of Thrones, you can't really. Well, I guess you could technically.
I think it would be technically difficult, but at the same time, computationally, you're talking like a tree was like what 40 nodes in each branch. That's not that bad. Computers can handle that fine. The difficulty would come in writing, so that would
just mean they can't make like 4 games at a time and release them like every 3 weeks.
Exactly. So it would take a monetary hit because they'd have to take like 4 times as long to make each game, for example.
I feel it would be worth it.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. As a player, I want that just to experience it. But as a company, obviously they don't want to do that because But I don't think the technicalities in the end, like the actual computational difficulty in the engine, would be a problem. Just judging by all of like the code I've written, like I think you could handle that many diversities like with no problem in memory. I mean, when you look at like 3D worlds, like you pretty much tell how much a computer can handle in one go.
Just to read out something from the Misters. Warwick says, not sure how the Telltale Batman game will work. Bruce will remember that his parents were murdered in front of him, horribly scarring him. And Hook says, the Joker will remember that you think he's crazy.
Well, there you go. That's how it'll work. You broke it down. Yeah, I don't know what to say about the Telltale Batman game. Did they show much?
No, they did not. They just
what I saw.
announced it, really.
Do we know you'll play as Batman?
No, not even.
I mean, you assume you would, right? But
Yeah, you would.
I'd find it much more interesting if you were able to play as Commissioner Gordon.
yeah,
You got to play as Jim.
yeah, that's true. That would be cool.
Like, you got to meet Batman sometimes, and he does his disappearing act in you, and you're just like, what the fuck?
I would like to play as Jim too, and I feel like you can mess with Jim's like life a lot more than you can mess with Batman's life. Without it going, oh, it's not Batman anymore now.
What if you just played as Alfred? You just wait around for him to come back.
Yeah, you just make a cup of tea.
That boy makes me worry. I tell you.
Okay. Sorry for derailing you. I just wanted to talk to Zach about that. But yeah, we can get back to it.
Interactive pod. Casto. We on previously?
The Fallout.
Yes.
I like that the guy modelled the face off Michael Palin.
Michael Palin.
Yeah.
For
has the
people
guy
who
been
don't know
taken?
who that is,
Oh, wow.
he's from Monty Python.
Yeah, and crushed
Yeah,
by Walpo.
Michael radiating.
Yeah.
So it said, has the guy been taking any radiation perks? I think he took the only radiation perk that he's taken is the one that makes you immune to radiation damage while you swim.
Oh.
That was Zach asked it.
Okay.
Which is really helpful because at the place he keeps encountering death claws all the time.
So he hops into the water like, no,
just swim into the water. Like, yep, it's pretty much. That was pretty much exactly what happened.
Death claws is so much more terrifying in this playthrough. I only just thought of that because they are death incarnate walking.
Literally, because the way he's going on the peripheries, that's where all the dangerous enemies are. It's like every enemy has that red the red skull that says you shouldn't be fighting it, and he just has to deal with it. Yeah, that's right. It's the Aquaboy perk. That one.
Yeah, Zach is massively into Fallout.
Hook.
Yeah, so you're doing it right.
Hook. I'm trying to focus on the conversation as well. Leave me alone. I'm being judged hard. This isn't fair.
Just for archive's sake, Hook said 21 really, Kamal. I have no idea what that's referring to.
The score.
Like the score.
That was the score, I imagine.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I recommend that you read that journal. It's on Rock Paper Shotgun.
Rock Paper Shotgun is also a good news outlet, so read it.
It's my favorite news outlet.
Yeah.
Have a link in the description.
Yeah, we can leave links.
Yeah.
We're archiving this on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So whenever we finish a stream, it'll be uploaded to YouTube, and we'll have links that you can check out if you're interested.
It's also why I'm reading out what guys say, just so that when somebody's listening to it on YouTube, they're like, "What? What? No, what? What is this? No one spoke."
Da-da-da-da.
And then they return to being a 40-year-old man, apparently. What? What, a cat?
What did he say?
4-year-olds and 8-year-olds. What did he say?
You'll have to
Shreddy.
speak up, Shuddy.
I didn't know what an 8-year-old sounds like to you. Like, oh,
And he just walks up. He takes a step.
Apparently, Hook says he got 175 on his first try.
Oh, screw you, Hook.
Try doing it while focusing on conversation, though.
No, I'm just really bad at this game, to be fair.
No, come on, I'm trying to give you an out.
Like, outside of this, I don't do very well anyway.
Like, destroy the illusion, why don't you?
But hey, if more
Yeah,
people are playing his game, GG. I win.
Yeah, we're doing it.
What else have we got?
I
I think-
have that video of the guy who's playing Portal with the guitar controller. That was insane.
Wait, let me bring this up. You guys can talk about it. I
Yeah,
will
we
bring it
can
up.
bring this up.
That was
That's-
so weird.
It was insane. I just found it on Reddit, and it was like, surely this is just not a real thing. And he was just sitting there playing Portal on a Guitar Hero controller.
Okay.
I didn't even know what to make of that when you mentioned it.
I know, that's what I was doing. I was just like, what is this? This is just...
Okay.
He's just...
So has he
don't know.
modded it to like take the axes as well?
Stillness.
I guess so. That's what
Stillness and calm
it looks
is-
like.
I think so, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Was it
he's aiming with the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it must be modded in some way, but it just looks so unreal when he's actually doing it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
It reminds me of a GIF on Reddit a while ago where a guy was playing, I think, Doom with toasters, and I don't think it was real,
Yeah.
but it's the same. It's a similar premise.
That was something on Fallout. Someone's apparently now you can get the little games on the tapes in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to make a mod where you can play the original Doom on your Pip-Boy in Fallout,
That's crazy.
which is insane. But about that, guys, it's like, I don't understand why you would wake up one morning and think, I'm gonna play Portal, but
It was a guitar.
on my Guitar Hero controller,
Because
You know-
billions.
because I am groovy
I
and
will
gnarly as hell.
I will say, it gives it another use. Because that side of a Guitar Hero, it just lays you around. And
Yeah,
it
maybe
does
that's what.
nothing.
Maybe that's
Gathers-
why. It's like
gathers
Guitar
dust.
Hero's dead, so I'm gonna have to do something with
Yeah.
it. I might as well.
I still
make
have
it a real
mine.
I like he was
I haven't
ready.
touched in like 3 years. 5 years, maybe?
So I'm gonna use my Guitar Hero. Oh, they're making a new one. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, he's gonna have to unmod it now because they're putting out a new Guitar Hero.
I thought the new Guitar Hero supported the old guitars.
It does. That's why he's got to get rid of it again. He's got to take it back to normal.
Ah.
It's fine. He's completed Portal 2 with it now, so it's fine.
Oh, I killed Kamal. Sorry.
It's not
did a
hard,
good job.
apparently.
Although-
Hook has made me feel bad about myself.
Is that the only video of him playing, though, with Portal?
I didn't look for any more, to be
Are
honest.
you
I feel like-
worried it's fake?
No, well, not so much that, but it only says test chamber 18.
Oh, do you think he...
So maybe that was the easiest one he could play it on.
Maybe.
I feel like the easiest one would be Test Chamber 1. Just saying.
It wouldn't demonstrate it, though, really. Would it walk up forwards?
Pick up box. Put box in thing. Ah, you wish.
Yeah, like, if
works.
you did that with a guitar, I'd still be impressed.
Yeah.
You could pick up a box with a guitar.
Can you pick up a box with a guitar, Luke?
If it's one of those hollow ones, you stab it through like the top of the guitar, and then you like carry it around.
If you ever did that, I would have to murder you.
Well, you asked
I'm not
me.
letting you near
You
my
asked me, okay?
Yeah, the answer was supposed to be no, and then I would be like, yeah, well, there you go then.
Well, I
You're
came
supposed
up
to
with a
play by the
creative
script.
answer.
No, that's not creative, that's destructive. That's the opposite of creative.
I think through problems and destroy.
You're thinking wrong.
So that's games. I
Yeah,
think.
shall we move away from the games thing now and actually do something else?
Yeah, because
The television.
we're not just a games podcast. Maybe
What?
We're a general thing, this podcast.
our name is games
Yeah.
related, and we're on Twitch, and we
I'm-
mainly talk about games. But we're not just a games podcast.
I am
We've
very
talked
out
about
of
games
my
for at
element.
least half of our podcast.
Yeah,
So, half is for the other half's for everything else, right?
yeah. That's probably going to be the general structure too.
Yeah,
It's games.
because games. Yeah, there you go. That's summed up pretty well, right?
The Game of Thrones teaser trailer that came out.
Oh, that's... Okay, I don't watch Game of Thrones, so you guys talk about this.
I mean, I'm not gonna be watching Game of Thrones anymore because the last season was fucking awful.
Okay.
That's a claim.
It's a bold
You think
statement
you can follow
there.
through with it?
Andy.
You know, that's about it. It was terrible, awful.
What
There
if
was-
you find out it picks up?
I don't care. I'm not gonna look for it to find out.
Okay.
Just from
You're not
from
even gonna
looks
even
of
watch it out of curiosity.
Spoilers.
not interested.
By the way, guys, when we talk about this teaser, there may be spoilers.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Very, very big spoilers.
So
to be honest.
if you don't want to talk about don't want to listen to Game of Thrones, you can stop listening.
I'll
and
not
I will
spoil
comment
it.
in
Yeah.
chat when they're done.
Or I
I
will do a dance.
Or you
Basically,
can,
I'm not.
okay, yeah,
that
you
was
can watch
that was
it.
saying what it actually says in the teaser. So we'll probably link it and you can look at it if you want.
Okay.
But the main title of the teaser is "The Past Has Written, the Ink is Dry."
Yep.
Which essentially means that whatever they've done, they're not going back on it. And because of what happened in the last season, that's going to really annoy a lot of people for the way they ended it.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I think I
essentially
get
to
what
me,
you're
it just
saying.
seems like the producers who got a lot of like crap off like viewers and stuff are just like, don't care. We're sticking with it. Whatever.
I have some strange respect to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of see respect for that, but I still think it's absurd and they shouldn't have done it. But that's probably because I read the books before I
Yeah,
watched the
I
TV
was
show
gonna say,
because I'm a hipster.
Oh crap.
Andy sticks strongly to the original lore.
Yeah, I do. Any change, I'm not happy with it. I don't care how good it was. I don't change. Don't like change. I don't want it.
Cancel it.
Yeah. That's what I have to say about this. Anything now, Josh?
No, I was just going to say that most of it was flashbacks from the previous seasons.
Yeah. Kamal, you die.
So there wasn't...
Yeah, I did.
I mean, it says teaser for a reason, but yeah, there wasn't too much that hinted at the next season.
Mm.
What are they
Which I
doing
don't
with
mind.
Mr. Cersei? What are they doing with Mr. Cersei? They put him there to torture people.
Who?
So,
Mr.
What?
Crowman.
Mr. Cersei.
Mr. Crowman.
Mr. Snow.
Okay.
Fucking just say that then.
What the hell is that? I don't know. Just Mr. Jesus.
But I assumed you watched the teaser, so you get what I meant. The guy who's like,
I mean, there were
pretty-
plenty of guys.
Who is there?
Okay. If
looks
we, do,
derailed,
do, you have,
man.
do you have a point to me, man? Okay, we move on to the way
Let's
more
move.
important.
I
TV news.
don't like that they threw him in to torture people.
Okay.
It was a good, I guess it was a good marketing move, but it's just like it's a dick
I mean,
move.
that's all people have been talking about since it happened, so
Yeah,
they're just going to keep milking that cow till it's dried up.
On to my favorite news.
until it revives. Oh, what? Karen? Yes.
Oh, what are you excited about, Kamal?
Jack is back, boys!
Jack is back.
Samurai Jack is coming back to television.
My childhood.
I
After
know.
10 years, I think.
Look, Samurai Jack is
Yeah.
amazing. Samurai Jack is like legitimately such a big
Best
part of my
but
childhood.
oh yeah,
Are they getting the
Such a
same
big
guy?
part.
I mean, it's not important, but are they getting the same guy for it?
doesn't matter. The Samurai Jack.
I think the guy who did the voice of Aku, I think he passed away years ago.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
So yeah.
it's
So
spoiler
in that
alert,
regard,
Josh.
I don't think they
I was-
would bring him back.
It
would be interesting if they
I was
did.
talking more of Jack, the guy who voices Jack. That's why I said it wouldn't matter so much because Jack barely talks.
They're continuing though from where they left
Yes.
off.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is solid
That's the
commitment right
important
there.
part. I'm so happy they're not doing like a remake or like restarting
Yeah,
the story or
rehash.
whatever. Like, because the story was good, the animation holds up. Like, you can go back and watch it. It's not that old, you know. So why not just continue? Why not just move on? And
I think
I'm really happy with that decision.
I
That was
think
awesome.
it's
That
on
was a super cool
Netflix,
decision.
so I might just rewatch the whole series again just to prepare.
Oh, I'm rewatching it, man.
Well, yeah, why would you not rewatch it? It's awesome.
If you haven't seen Samurai Jack, legitimately a really good cartoon. Like,
Why was
actually
it stopped in the first place?
I think it was just axed with a bunch of other shows. at
It
some
was
point, right?
cancelled in 2004. I don't know what the reason was for it because it won 2 Emmys. Like, it was a really well-made show, but I don't actually know what the reason for it was. It's probably something stupid like views or something on a TV network.
Creative differences.
I can see if I can find out why it was axed. Did we all watch it?
Yeah, sure.
Were we,
Yes.
were we all Samurai Jack children?
I
Yeah, we
used
were.
to try and keep up with it, but it was really hard because I used to chop and change episodes. when
Yeah,
I
they
was a
did
kid.
that for me as well. I eventually, I ended up seeing most of it, just in between all the reruns, but legit.
But from what I
Wait,
remember,
wait,
it was
wait.
really...
I don't remember there being an overarching thing.
There's the overarching thing is, in the freaking beginning, it's he must
No, no,
return!
No, I mean,
And he slipped up to the
every
past.
episode's a story into itself, isn't it?
No.
There's no.
There's some episodes that carry forth. There's, special episodes that are, 3-4 episodes long.
Because I just, as a kid, it was never shown in order to me. It was just it's on, watch.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But yeah, it's 2016 on Toonami, and December
Apparent-
December 2nd is when that was the announcement. Yeah,
Apparently, they announced that they cancelled it in 2004 because it was beginning to decline
Beginning to decline.
in their views.
wow.
They also had a movie in ready, but they also cancelled it for
Yeah.
the same reason.
That's just
Yeah,
that's
I saw
just
that.
mean.
Apparently, the movie flopped because of how terrible the Powerpuff Girls movie
Yeah.
was.
And that's
So,
not really
yep,
something you
this
can
is not
compare, right?
happening. No, I know.
Look, the Powerpuff movie was great. Okay, I will hear no ill words against the Powerpuff Girls movie.
I mean, I was just going based off what the article said, but sure.
Yeah, well,
I don't think I ever saw it.
I'll admit
There
it,
are
I've never seen the
adults who
Powerpuff Girls
review.
movie.
I'll take your word for it.
The child in me, the inner girl in me was yes.
Hey, Powerpuff Girls. Okay, legitimately enjoyed some episodes of Powerpuff Girls.
What was that really
Yeah, as a
creepy,
kid.
weird lobster cross-dresser though?
There's a remake of Powerpuff Girls as well, isn't there?
I
They updated the art style a
Thank
little
you.
bit.
oh, did they?
Yeah.
All I know is that all the cartoons that I watched as a kid have got really creepy undertones.
Oh yeah. It's how they keep the adults interested.
What was the?
Because
age
your
group
kid's
again?
gonna be watching this show, and it's how am I gonna be interested? So they make it really creepy, and then the adults are like, oh my god, and the kids are like, oh, Powerpuff Girls.
I just remember the name of the evil eighth in the show. Mojo Jojo.
Yeah. Jojo.
I Mojo Jojo.
I
will destroy you.
Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, he lives in a volcano, right?
Yeah, he does.
That show was so good.
It was good. It's legitimately good.
Mojo Jojo. Throwing Mandoc in there.
Yeah, just throw in some other random.
Dexter's Laboratory,
90s
also a
cartoon.
legendary show.
Also on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched Dexter's Laboratory recently because I was showing it to my little sister, and I didn't realize how amazing Dexter's voice was as a kid.
Yeah.
So good.
You go back and just appreciate it.
I was like, I couldn't look away because of the voice. Legitimately, I was just stuck to the screen, say more words, say more words.
He was also voiced by a woman, I believe.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Like most young male characters in cartoons, voiced by
Yeah. And I think Jimmy Neutron was voiced by a woman as well.
I don't remember.
I could believe it.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah, I mean, you take even Bart from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Similar thing.
Not exactly the same thing.
Look, women rock the voice acting scene. is what we're
No,
saying.
what I'm learning now is that old women are taking young men's voice acting jobs. That's
Just
what
because
I'm
they're not
learning.
good enough.
Look,
I mean, if you
They
can't
need to
help
step
that,
up
you
their
can't
game.
help.
chance.
Just
You gotta give them a chance.
Nah, that's some BS.
no, just not good enough. Just
Disagree.
be better.
Yeah,
Well, like, if women are really good at voicing young guys in cartoons, just let them do it.
Yeah. It's better than getting kids
Hang on a
involved. Kids are
second.
crap actors.
Yeah, it's like kids. No one ever work with children. It's a terrible idea. I speak from experience. Don't do it. Not worth it.
Yeah, kids
I got
are.
attacked by scissors today.
the Sheila who does the voice of Jimmy Neutron is the same person that played Brumhilda from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Impressive.
I died again.
What a surprise, right?
Other TV news, other than the best TV news that ever happened in ever. We can talk some Jessica Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully we won't go too deep, and we won't get we can't get spoilery because Jessica Jones is still new.
Josh hasn't seen it all yet. So.
So what you're saying is that I shouldn't go grab the whiteboard.
No, don't go grab the whiteboard to just explain like
Not
how
yet.
much you love the freaking enemy, the evil villain in Jessica Jones.
Oh, can we?
David Tennant,
David Tennant.
fucking
Yeah, David
awesome.
Tennant.
I love David Tennant. He's so good.
He is really good at
That's
the
all.
film.
That's a lot to say.
Legendary.
Can we also talk about how the best Marvel villains in this MCU so far have both been mind controllers?
We're
Who
talking
was the other one?
Loki.
Loki.
Loki? I don't know.
I guess Loki. Yeah, Loki is my control.
Like, at his height of popularity in Avengers, he
I
was,
think
yeah.
Loki, like a lot of Loki's popularity. No offense to you, Loki. You're great enemy and stuff. Like nothing groundbreaking to me, but like he's
Yeah, I
hot.
thought it was, yeah.
So
is
women
hot.
liked him.
I
Yeah,
If-
because Tom Hiddleston's face, yes.
I liked his lines more than anything. He felt like a good first villain for the Avengers so far.
Yeah, I would agree with Wartburg. Wilson Fisk and I liked Wilson Fisk and Daredevil. He just seemed to
Yeah.
bring a different thing to being a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Daredevil's was good. I think Jessica Jones was better.
Yeah,
I
By
think
anyone
it,
that's
in
seen
my
that.
opinion, I think Daredevil edged it by the tiniest margin.
No, not. I'm not speaking about the overall show, but I'm just talking about villains.
Oh, villains, I would say, yeah, I'd say Purple Man was better than Wilson Fisk, but I liked Fisk.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, you can't knock Fisk. He was terrifying.
No, because he was a fucking monster. You wouldn't knock him.
It's true.
That's true. Ultron was cool, Zach, but
Thanks, Anne. Tom Hiddleston is pretty solid and
Ultron
solid.
was
solid.
yeah. Ultron was cool.
Ultron
Ah,
was
Ultron.
cool, but it was like
I thought it was kind of predictable, like being I am robot. Logical way to save humanity is to annihilate humanity.
That's
like his performance was good, but it's just I felt like with Loki you kind of got a bit more because you also had a previous film to kind of establish him a bit more, and then like going into the second one as well.
I like the fact that he was a sassy bitch, but okay.
Whereas with Ultron, he existed only for that film, and like I felt like maybe we can really delve into his character a bit more because like you also had to handle all the other characters in that movie who all needed attention,
yeah.
Gotta have that attention, right?
which is why the director, crap. Who was it the
What
director
happened to
again?
the director
Who was the director again?
of what?
Of Avengers, like Avengers.
Oh, he got loads of crap about the feminist things, didn't he?
Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how he said that he couldn't do another movie because it was just too much. It was too much for him.
Well, he shut down his Twitter, so I don't blame
That's
him.
the height of your breakdown, right?
Wahlberg will eventually save us, but because then,
Because Wartburg knows all.
yeah, especially about this.
What do you mean? Because he's got Wikipedia open?
Yeah,
No,
because Wartburg knows his comics.
Only seen the bad Daredevil.
Joss Whedon. There we go. Zach saved us. Sorry, Wahlberg.
I said Whedon.
I didn't
Luke
hear
doesn't
you.
listen to you, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, but Luke's not paying attention.
Why am I here?
We're paying attention.
gonna be
You
like,
just,
I'll
it's
just
just a-
sink into obscurity.
Josh, I love you. Okay,
Yeah.
I just
he
didn't
just doesn't.
hear
He
you
just
that
doesn't
one
listen.
time.
He loves you. He just doesn't listen to you.
I didn't hear you whisper
Exactly.
Whedon across the breeze. Okay.
Not good enough.
I'll just get a megaphone for next time.
Yeah, do it. Bring like an air horn.
He
Every time
just
Luke's off,
hated
just do it.
Marvel telling him to put.
I get an air horn and use it every time I want to speak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do it.
That drama over. Jessica Jones.
Geek is
Awesome,
super
awesome.
is annihilating me right now.
Who is?
It's in the game. Anyway, carry on. Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones is very good. Jessica Jones is like the actor for Jessica is very good. The evil guy is amazing,
Oh yeah.
and the actor for Trish is annoying.
Yeah.
That was
I
my
don't
build
think-
up
I don't-
to
I
hating
don't-
on Trish.
I don't
That was
think-
all that
I
was.
don't. Think
Everyone
it's-
hated on
I
Trish.
don't think it was her fault. I think it was.
Trish's writing for sure.
She was written
Yeah.
to be a very incredibly irritating character, I think.
Like she had her moments. She had her moments where she was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But she was all over the place.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure if that's meant to be intentional. Just the fact that like she's trying to exist in the world of superheroes while having no like powers or whatever, or just having no idea because she's just the common person. You know.
Mm.
I'm not sure if she's intentionally meant to be written as not that. My opinion has changed because Jessica said it. But if anyone else were to, fuck you all. I felt like that was a thing that happened a lot.
Yeah, she just felt like a child a lot to me. Without
Yeah.
getting too spoilery in Ember. But yeah, you should go watch it. It's on Netflix. You probably have Netflix at this point. If you
Everyone
don't
who-
have
who
Netflix, what are you
doesn't
doing?
have Netflix at this point? Come on, guys.
No.
Stop
If you,
that.
not what you're doing. If you don't have Netflix, I'm sorry for you. Like,
If you
No,
don't have
but no,
Netflix,
what
what
else?
are you doing?
if I was near you, I'd help you. I have Netflix, but I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
He's just rubbing in the fact he has Netflix and you don't.
Look, Josh. Second, we can have problems. We can have problems, Josh.
Yeah, you want to go?
I love
After.
you. I love you. I don't want to have problems.
Guys, I broke 100.
Yeah.
We did it.
That's
Is this
good.
where
Your
you
own
die?
purse. Yeah, I mean, it's
I-
gonna
I-
happen.
Yeah, barely have.
I know. Anyway. Do we have any more TV news or movie news? Movie news.
Movie news. I
If
think
we're moving over to movies, I just want to point out Wahlberg's just saying that he will be super disappointed if Coulson does not appear in Civil War, which I agree with.
If
Like,
who?
I think he needs Coulson, Agent Coulson.
I killed myself. Coulson?
no,
Yeah.
SB doesn't have Netflix.
SB,
We're so sorry, SB.
I'm really sorry for you.
I feel bad for you.
Luke, let's give Luke a second to rub it in again that he has Netflix.
Look, SB, you come over here. I'll pull out the second chair. We can watch Netflix.
Yeah, Luke's address is... No.
My address is 47, and you won't find out the rest.
That's all they need. It's the internet, Luke.
We should talk about the Batman
we are
Superman
going to
trailer.
talk about that trailer.
Don't worry,
That is
Cam.
on
Let's
the
talk
list.
about the Batman and Superman.
I just
trailer
want to throw
right
it, yeah.
now. Right now.
We are. Okay, wait. Okay.
Can I say one thing before we start?
Batman vs. Superman. Yes. Go.
Batman's suit looks super dumb. Okay, that's it.
Oh,
I'm out.
come on. That's how we're going to start this.
That's how I'm starting it.
Could we...
I'm Andy, and I hate everything.
I don't
First
hate
comment.
everything. I just
First
think
comment
Batman's
through the door is something that you think is dumb, not whatever was cool or awesome
No,
about the trailer.
I have no interest in this movie, so I just watched it so we could talk about it, and that's all I took out of it. Batman suit looks super dumb.
Batman... Okay, yeah. He does kind of look super dumb.
See,
He's...
Kamal agrees with me.
He's got his moments in that trailer, and then I think some of Batman clashes with me. Overall, the trailer looks interesting. My opinion on Dawn of Justice, since the beginning, hasn't changed yet, and it's always been, it looks like they're trying to do too much in that film.
See, Zach gets it. Look at Zach. Zach knows.
Yeah, Andy.
Listen, look at the picture you drew of me, Luke. How does that? What do you expect?
Like I said you're negative. All right, leave me be.
Yeah.
We got the watch in a minute.
So that's my opinion on it. It looks cool. I like Doomsday. Like some of my friends, I didn't want them to show too much of Doomsday, but I guess what can you do?
How awesome would it have been if they hadn't shown Doomsday?
And him show up in the movie.
Yeah,
I thought we were much better, but that's not how trailers work anymore. You've
I
got
know
to
that's
give
not how
away your big
trailers. I know that's
spoiler.
not how trailers work, but like they've been driving this whole like Batman vs Superman thing. I loved if they kept going with that, and then suddenly Doomsday.
I'm kind of happy.
That would have been really good.
I'm kind of happy they didn't, because I wasn't sold on Batman vs Superman, and and I thought it was a bit silly, and I thought obviously Superman will crush Batman's skull was his breath. So why am I going to watch this movie?
Yeah, you can't do a Batman vs Superman movie because Superman is literally God.
Yeah. When they showed Lex Luthor and they showed that the whole Batman vs Superman thing is because Lex Luthor is like kind of playing them basically, and then they showed Doomsday and they were like, okay, they're gonna unite on this villain here. I was like, okay, I'm kind of sold now on this as a movie, like as a full structure. I'm kind of sold on actually watching this now. So I can see why they did it. It clearly sold me.
Yeah, it pulled more people in, I would imagine.
I liked Lex Luthor a lot in that trailer.
Doomsday did look badass.
Just his whole don't fight him, you know, the end of that conversation.
Yeah, he's just egging them on. That was good. I like that. That was funny.
Yeah, he knew what he did. Batman knew that was Superman. Superman knew that was Batman, and Lex Luthor knew what he was doing in that moment.
He's just sitting in the corner like, yes, fight children, fight. Yes.
You don't want to fight this guy. He's tough.
You couldn't take him. You've got no chance.
It does look better than I thought it would look, and I did like that trailer.
It's just weird having Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, considering all the Lex Luthors I'm used to.
Well, he's not Lex Luthor. He's Lex Luthor's nephew.
Oh, okay.
What is it specifically, Luke?
I think it's his son.
One of those two.
Okay.
That's how they. That's the thing. That's the reaction I've had. My brother said the same thing to me. My brother was like, "It's a bit weird as Lex Luthor, though, right?" And then instantly I'm like, "Oh, it's not." And then they're like, "Okay," and that's why they did it, just so they could get away with changing Lex Luthor a bit, without actually changing Lex Luthor. You know, it gives them a bit of leniency. From the
wiggle
fans.
room.
I'll point out that Cam says that Super Cam will be much better in the movie just because of the link he's put in. So I think we should put that link up for everyone to see.
Okay, we'll do that. Carry on.
Cam.
Carry on was the thing. Cam, you did
Carry on, Luke.
But it's also good because it saves Lex Luthor. Like, as in they can use Lex Luthor for a later film without having to actually use Lex, you know. Like I'm getting the impression that something's going to happen to his son in this film. And then, later on, it's going to be Lex Luthor being like, I'm going to get revenge on the Justice League because they killed my kid. That's my theory on it, anyway.
Yeah, I'm with Wahlberg. Like, I agree. They needed to justify the characters, and that reveal justified the characters. And I haven't heard about this clone thing, but that would be interesting. I haven't really read much about it, to be fair.
Well, I think it wouldn't be if they're gonna have Doomsday in. Maybe he's a kind of pseudo clone or something, and that'd be a good way to kind of get.
He's
that.
definitely built off Zod in some way. That was the hint there. Like, it might be cloning or DNA manipulation or something, but yeah, he's built off Zod in a way.
Also, I really want to find out what's happening with Wonder Woman, as Morpig said as well. Like, I kind of want to know why she's there. Obviously, she's there to help, but how she knows about what's going on or appearing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is everyone giggling at?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyway.
Are we moving on with movie news now?
I was watching what Cam linked over and over again, and it's one of those things where it just gets funnier.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
I felt like there was something happening.
No, it wasn't.
I looked at my camera and I was like, there's no cat in here or something, just peering.
Alright, so moving on.
There he's here.
Our next movie title would be What If Star Wars, the new episode, is really bad though.
So Josh wanted to talk about
But what if it's not?
No, but what if it is? No, that's not the question. The question is what if it is. This is my question. What if it's bad?
Basically, the guy goes through all the different things about the new one, and it's almost like so basically it's almost like he's preparing for if it is shit, so he's just putting shit on all the things that could potentially go wrong.
Wait, you
to
posted
kind of, I
this,
guess,
right?
help himself. Yes.
This is you though, right? Like, basically. Like, because whenever we talk about Star Wars, you're like, look, I want Star Wars to be good, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I
I
don't know.
was thinking the exact same thing when I was looking through it. I was
No,
like,
look, yeah, but I'm not. I'm not sitting here going, oh, I'm not preparing myself for it if it is shit. I'm just not having any thoughts.
You're just not going to work as a
I'm not
hardcore.
going to give myself an expectation because I don't want that expectation.
Because you're
to be
worried
ruined.
it'll be rubbish.
Yeah.
but just look, look at it. Don't worry, okay? It's gonna be all right.
It'll
You can
probably
watch
be
the
excessively
movie.
mediocre. It'll be fine.
You're gonna watch the movie. You're gonna be like, "This is Star Wars. I'm comfortable. I'm very comfortable with this series," and you're gonna
Well,
enjoy it.
considering. Okay, I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this, but as a kid, I quite liked Jar Jar Binks.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I like Jar Jar Binks.
you did.
Yeah.
This is all news.
I
to
did.
me.
I'm not overly fond of Jar Jar Binks, but I'm like, okay, he exists.
So I don't.
Let
It's
me
Star
just
Wars.
take some
I think-
aggro off Josh after he said that. I haven't watched Star Wars. Okay, carry on.
He just dropped the bomb.
Full
You're going to
of
be
unpopular
contribute
opinions.
to
Yeah.
this conversation, Kamal.
I'll just actually focus on the game for a second.
Yeah, see if you can beat 106. Go.
So, at the end of the day, I love Star Wars, and I think I'll enjoy it either way. But I'd still rather go in not expecting too much from it,
Yeah.
just so like I'm not giving myself a platform.
To fall off.
Yeah, to like, well, not just that, but like a platform that it has to meet.
Yeah. I know what you mean, because it would have been such an important franchise over the years. Loads of people are going to be going, they'll have hyped it up to like absurd levels, so it's never going to meet their expectations.
See, I've never really quite got this because I'm hyped for things a lot.
Yeah, you're hyped for everything.
Everything.
I-
You're hyped
I-
for bloody life.
But
Yeah, but that
When I-
it limits your critique as well.
no,
Yeah.
when I get the game or when I go down to watch the movie, I'm no longer hyped.
You're not.
No, like I'm actually
You've hyped it so much
Yeah,
for
'cause
yourself.
You hype it too much.
like I sit down and I'm just like, okay, this is gonna be how many long, just be good, and then like I sit down and I watch it and I'm like, okay, that was either good or that was bad. Like I get hyped for the event, but then when I actually go to see the film, I'm like, okay, let's watch this film.
So you're like the typical person, then. You just buy into all the hype.
Yeah,
Well, no,
but
I just like
stops
feeling
as soon as he
good.
gets there.
Yeah,
I like
get
feeling
there,
good, guys.
and then I get
You
there, and then I'm like,
wild free thinker, you like feeling good. My God.
and then I
How
sit
long have
down
you
and
hid the secret from
I
us?
watch the movie. It's the same with Jurassic World. I was so hyped for Jurassic World. I love Jurassic Park. But before I went in to see that movie, I was like, okay, just be a movie. Just let me watch you. And then
Just be a movie.
Oh, God, Luke's literally the opposite.
Luke
Let me watch
standards.
the movie.
Luke's like the
Be
opposite
like
of
every
the-
other movie. Let me watch you.
no. I was just like, it's either going to be good or it's going to be bad. Let's just watch this. And then I watched Jurassic World, and I was like, that's good. I didn't like that part.
Hype is just like it is that stuff before though. Of course, there's no hype when you get there. Like there's nothing to be hyped.
You can't be hyped for something that's happening in the moment.
Yeah, hype is what the reason for hype is to sell that ticket. It's to make sure that you come there. After you've got that ticket, they couldn't care less.
I know, but
They're
there's a lot of
like,
things- There's a lot of things I've been hyped for that I haven't gone to go do. Like I was hyped for Terminator Genesis. Didn't watch that movie.
Jenny Sice.
And an SB. Was the Danes. Oh crap! I need to get out of.
Yeah, you need to watch Star Wars.
I need to go
Oh,
watch
God,
Star Wars.
And it's the same with Just Cause 3. I was hyped for Just Cause 3. Didn't buy it when it came out. I was just like,
It's a game that came out that Luke didn't buy.
yeah.
Just let that sink in.
And the thing is, well, I had the money for it. I was just like, I don't want it.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to buy every game that comes out. So.
that's,
No, I'm just
that
saying.
is not being hyped, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was hyped. I was hyped for it. This is what I mean. I get
Yeah,
hyped
but
for
then
things,
you
and when
lost
it
the
comes-
hype. You can
So-
do that too.
But that okay, so that happens to everything for me then. So what's that?
But I don't even know.
Is that
I don't
getting
even
on? Is
know.
that getting on the bandwagon, and then before the bandwagon gets to its destination, I hop off like, "Ah!"
Yeah, you just dive out the window of the bandwagon.
And I'm like,
before it gets
I'll either walk there or I'm just going to go back home.
Yeah.
Like, I just look from a distance and I'm like, no, I don't want to go there. I go home.
You get cold feet every time. You get to the door and it's like, nope, don't want this. Nope, I'm out.
It's on the note of Zach, I agree. I do think Star Wars is kind of like necessary pop culture at this point, and I do plan on watching it sometime. But like, I've never gotten around to it. Just never gotten around to it.
And I'm probably the worst. I'm just like I've seen them all. I think they're all pretty good, but I'm just
But
there's a new one. Cool. That's that's
I want to watch the new one. I'm not going to be in the country when it comes out. I'm going to be in a country that doesn't have cinemas, so like I have time to catch up before I see it, because then I'm going to have to wait for the release and stuff like that.
I can understand why you wouldn't if you hadn't before. I mean, it is 6 movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Not that that's an excuse. I mean, you could easily.
It's not an excuse.
bit by bit, but like I'm just saying, I can understand how it can be daunting.
And the thing is, Kamal doesn't watch TV as well, like normal TV. So it's not like it's ever been on ITV1, and he's like, "Oh, I'll give that a look."
Timmy, do you watch normal TV?
No, but I used to. I used to watch normal TV a lot, but now I don't anymore.
No, I guess that
Like,
makes sense.
That's where I saw like most of my films. I was like, oh, it's Sunday, and they're having a film on. Let's watch that.
Yeah, just the ITV2 random movie of the week.
Yes.
That's why I've seen Small Soldiers so much.
Oh, Small Soldiers is
Small Soldiers is the bomb,
Great.
though.
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. I know someone who hasn't seen it or even heard of it.
Would you say that about Lord of the Rings? Wait, would I say
I assume Zach is talking to you about that.
Me?
I mean, I love Lord of the Rings, so...
Or Andy?
You come on, because you answered his pop culture question.
What would I say? I haven't watched it.
Would you say the same about Lord of the Rings being a pop culture thing that you have to see at some point?
I think less so than Star Wars, actually.
No, it's not as long established, right?
Personally, I have more I have more preference to the fantasy that Lord of the Rings is set in than Star Wars, but Star Wars is crazy. Like, Star Wars is like grandparents and children and fathers and mothers, and like it's just so widely spanning. It's insane.
And so many sci-fi series are like, yeah, we kind of owe it a bit to Star Wars, like so that way here this time.
Yeah.
I would put Lord of the Rings over Star Wars any day.
No. In regards to popularity and how big it was.
No, just in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's different.
Because I like fantasy and that sort of stuff more than I would like sci-fi. So, but no, I understand that on a general scale, Star Wars is more popular just because it's been out longer and stuff. But
it's been out longer and it's just been building. Star Wars is like that snowball that just keeps growing as it rolls down the hill. Like, it's crazy.
Wiz, would you say The Hobbit is like the prequel? The prequels? Like, all the Hobbit films are comparatively to the prequels.
I mean, The Hobbit had good parts in it, but
That's insulting to the prequels.
So did the prequels.
So you know, it could be. It could be.
like the Hobbit had good stuff, guys.
It did have
Unlike
good, but it had some
prequels.
god awful bollocks in it as well. So you know,
The only good
But yeah.
bit for me with The Hobbit was the dragon parts.
that's because you love dragons, Luke.
Yeah, that is because I love dragons.
You
Not
got
gonna
yourself
lie.
hyped.
Surprise!
You
Not
got
gonna
yourself
lie.
hyped for dragons, Luke.
Like, I like dragons. The dragon in this would be the only part I watch from now.
Yeah, it's gonna get a highlight reel of all the parts of Smaug in The Hobbit. and that's
I have a like thing on YouTube where like it's just Smaug bits.
So if you went the movies, the actual cinema to see the third movie, did you just walk out when Smaug died? I was like, I'm done now, I'm out.
I was a bit like, okay, the dragon's
He
gone
times it.
fairly
Oh, look,
quickly.
Smog's on screen now. Oh, wait, he's off screen.
What's that? Me running back and forth from my room? It's like,
Yeah.
it's the living room.
No point watching the rest now.
Yeah, it's done now. I'm done with this. I'm out. I'm
Like a
out.
little running animation thing for me, just.
Yeah, that's
how
what
you
that's-
run.
That's how you run. Look, we've seen
That
this
you
is
know what
how
that
you
reminds me of? Reminds me of Kung Fu Hustle. And you already seen that? They're just running on the spot, but they make the
Yeah.
camera, like, everything behind them look really fast.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. Sorry to change that.
No, that's fine.
No, totally worth it.
Are we done on movies?
I think we're done with movies now. So
I think we're done with movies.
Moving on.
So next segment of the weirdly segmented podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast.
is that our new title? Is that what we're on now? The weirdly segmented podcast?
No, we're not renaming again.
Spawn point.
So spawning the weird segments.
Yeah, exactly.
Spawning the
So
cheesy though.
let's talk about tech.
Yeah, let's do it.
You're probably the best to
Let's talk about tech. Okay,
Yeah, come on,
first
come on,
I
come on,
want
get us to tech.
I want to talk about this small thing that Josh showed me, but then like some serious actual tech news. Firstly, let me switch my screen for this so that you can actually see what the hell we're talking about. Okay, there is this thing called it's a politeness thing from Fox Labs. I don't think they actually have a name for it, right?
I don't think so.
But you can like type in text like. Okay, I'm not in the text box. Like,
Good job.
and you can check how polite it is. And you can actually attach this to your emails, and then you can check how polite your emails are, and compare them.
So chat,
Like-
post some things to put in the polite thing, or we'll run them by.
Like if I take this from Anne over here, and like correct the stupid amount of question marks there.
So impolite.
Anne
So
is
impolite.
really impolite because she's
But
the worst.
We already knew that anyway, so
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
everybody
that's
knows.
true. We did know that. That's true.
Okay, I'm gonna try what Wartburg just posted.
Yeah, Wartburg just. Okay.
Neutral.
Neutral. Okay.
Yeah, and you can just
Oh,
attach
wow.
this to your email. So if you're like me and you're like a self-conscious freak, like,
Oh yeah. Tom, try Tom's name. He's just put it in.
okay, I'm gonna try Tom's name. So if you're like a self-conscious freak like me, you can attach this to your Gmail every time before you send an email, and you've gone over the words like 1,000,000 times, and you're like, I think this is the one. You can test this, and it will tell you if you're being polite or not. And I just thought that was pretty cool. And
Can you get an opposite version? So like you type it out and you want to make it as like as.
I guess
rude
you
and
could
awful
use
as
this one worked out. Tom's name is impolite.
possible.
I think Zach wants you to post me next. I think he wants to be next, but
Does he have something to post? Or
I mean, yeah, just-
Zach in
just
there?
use me next. Not
Yeah,
impolite.
me.
Or does he just? I don't know. I'm confused.
Zach, what do you want from us?
Type.
So what?
Type.
So what I can figure out from monkeying around with it, it takes things like if you say you have, then it takes it as like an assertive tone.
Yeah.
It kind of like breaks everything down into small segments.
Capitalization on the first line makes your sentence more polite as well. Stuff like that. It goes. So, for example, if we go back to search your feelings, you know it to be true. Let me copy that again and put it in, because that'll give us a lot of words to look at. Oh no! It just gave us search. Great. And it kind of just looks at synonyms and looks at like whether any of those are positive or negative, and then sentence structure. It's weird. It's pretty cool. It's a small thing.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you guys
just
are
found
talking
it
about
after
Like,
scrolling
if you
through
like being
Reddit.
polite, that is.
While you guys are talking about this, I'm gonna grab my vodka.
Okay.
It looks like a drink.
Um,
So I guess it's got to that point, right?
Other like proper technology
This
news.
is my Saturday night, Andy. I will drink if I want to.
Other proper technology news is
Real tech news.
like less like this is a cool thing that I want to talk about. So, Wi-Fi, guys. Wi-Fi is so 2001, right?
Okay.
So
that's
there's this new thing, and it's not that new to be fair. Like I heard about this. I don't know why it's been having like a resurgence now. I heard about this like last year. But it's like it's experimental tech, and it's called Wi-Fi. And basically, the idea is to use visible frequency lights instead of radio waves to transmit data, like Wi-Fi, right?
Uh-huh.
So, it's faster. It's a lot faster. It's 100 times faster. Yeah,
That's a lot faster. That's faster.
That's yeah.
How is it set up compared to Wi-Fi then?
So the idea is a light bulb in your room, an LED. An LED flickers constantly, right?
Right.
You can't see it because the human eyes can't pick up on that flickering, but it's
Yeah.
there. So the idea is to control the flickering of an LED and for a computer to have like a photo sensor on the other side and actually be able to see that and translate that into binary, for example, or real code. And then that code would be the data that you want, right? That flickering can be so insanely fast that it can transmit data faster than regular radio waves. So yeah. That's it.
So what's stopping that from becoming
Jai Mama Sanya!
more prominent, I guess? Yeah.
Okay. I think it's cool. I think it's it's a cool idea. But I think it's the problems was it okay, first it uses visible light. So regular Wi-Fi uses radio waves. Radio waves are technically light. They are they're just light that we can't see, right? Radio waves are huge. So you got like imagine a radio wave is like this big wavelength. Light is like that, like the light we see. So light can't get through walls, but radio waves can just go around walls. So this obviously you'd have to have the light bulb in your room to get the data.
Yeah.
The other problem was
so essentially you'd have to have a bunch of them just set up around your house.
Yeah, you'd probably I think the idea is to replace a lamp. Like, you know, every lamp gives it out. I don't know. So I like that Luke is just in the chat. It's like Kamal's weird text section.
Look. Wait,
Yeah, he's out.
I'm gonna try this drink. I put a lot of vodka in it, so I just didn't want to interrupt though.
No, you interrupt, baby. Yeah, and I think the other thing is you wouldn't be able to use it outside, like in the sun. There'd be too much interference.
Yeah.
It'd be like noise in a photograph, you know.
So then So then you just have an option to turn it on and off, right?
I think.
Although when you're outside, you don't usually use Wi-Fi if you're not at home.
It'd probably be a supplement. Yeah, but like even if you have a window with like glaring sunlight in it, you'd be screwed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be a supplement. I thought it was a cool thing though. I don't think we'll probably ever end up using it. I think we'll probably just make Wi-Fi faster, work with radio waves, stuff like that. But it's a cool idea.
Yeah, probably. It's an interesting idea.
Yeah, it's a different take on the general thing.
Yeah.
So that was some tech news.
We learned some new things then.
There are waterproof smartphones as well, but I don't know what to say about waterproof smartphones.
It'll help.
God bless.
It'll be
Just
better
don't
for
drop
idiots
it
who
in
drop their phones
toilet,
at the bath and whatever.
More important than waterproof smartphones are shatterproof smartphones.
Yeah, just get one that doesn't break. Much better.
Put your phone away before you go into the water at the beach. I mean, it's just common sense.
Yeah, just don't be a moron. That's how you waterproof your phone.
I mean, it's just common sense. That should be the
It
slogan.
is. It's true. Yeah. That's a good one to end. Guys, it's just common sense. We're out.
Slogan for life. It's
Yeah.
just common sense.
Just common sense.
I mean, that is a pretty good slogan for life, to be fair.
No, I won't get into it. I mean, it's just that, like, it's common sense. But, like, how do people not know common sense?
I think it's
People
it's,
don't.
it's the accidents, right? It's the accidents.
Yeah.
The cases that like I want my phone to be waterproof so that if an accident happens, I don't miss it. Science.
That was definitely science, yes. Common sense,
No,
yes.
now science.
Oh, now science. Well, then we were done with science.
No, that was tech.
That was technology.
No, science.
Come on, Andy.
Look, okay,
Look,
it's been a long day,
I'm
okay.
gonna play my game. What have we got for science?
I mean,
Talk to
I
me.
don't
Josh.
know if this is science. It is under science.
Do you want to talk about Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
That's a funny name.
Yeah, a name I can't pronounce.
Come on, it's Mark Zuckerberg.
I wonder how much he got like bullied as a kid with the name Zuckerberg. I mean, you just have to replace the Z with an S.
He actually changed his name. You know,
Doesn't matter. He's rich
Zuckerberg is not his.
Zuckerberg.
Wait, what's his original name?
I think it was Rockefeller. I'll have to check. Give me a check.
That can't be real.
What?
No, I don't believe that for a second.
Mark.
I can't
'cause
wait for this to be like fake as hell.
I thought he was part. I thought he was part of the Rockefellers. Because they're an actual family.
I don't think
Well,
he
yes,
is.
I were. That's why I thought
They're
it was
an actual
ridiculous.
family.
Yeah.
Would guessed.
Um,
Would not have guessed.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's right.
Oh, he did? Okay. So he detached from his family?
It's not.
It's
he's
not
a
true.
Rockefeller.
It's not true.
No, it's not.
Okay, so Luke is crazy. So
Luke's enough.
Mark Zuckerberg and his wife, something Chan,
His original name was Zuckerberg.
something Chan,
Just-
had a child. Right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I'm
So-
trolling the internet. Sorry.
The news isn't that they have a child, they named the child Max. The news isn't that they named the child Max.
Damn.
Oh,
Um,
no.
Positive.
Did they name him Sam?
what happened when it's Max Chan, right?
Max Chan's.
What happened? What is interesting is that he chose to make a very large donation when his child was born to improve the world. Like, that's the goal. And like Bill Gates, he basically signed away 99% of all of his money to charity, to help make the world a better place, and it's pretty cool. 99%, for anyone who doesn't know, of all of Mark Zuckerberg's money is $45 billion.
That's a lot of dollars.
It's a lot
Yep.
of dollars.
How many dollars does he have left?
Many, so many dollars.
Enough.
1%, so like 4.6 billion ish.
I think you'll be
He's
okay. I
not-
think
he's
he's.
not
I
a
think
lot,
he's
yeah.
gonna be okay, guys. He's gonna be fine. Let's
Yeah.
not worry. Let's not
Still
worry
not,
about him.
still not enough to change his name.
Why would he want to change his name now?
What's your problem with the name Zuckerberg?
What, you want him to be
No,
Rockefeller now?
Yes, I do, and some people can't say it. And also, Sean is not a terrible.
I
name
mean, it's
now.
not-
Sean is a dreadful name.
Sean is a.
It's not his job to
If I
make
had a
sure
son
his
named
name
Sean,
is
I would do so.
pronounceable by other people. Luke.
It's only Kamal I can't say Zuckerberg.
Yeah, it's only my problem.
Yeah.
But people have a problem with this. They have a problem with the way he donated his money. So he set up a foundation with his wife that is, and he put 99% of Facebook's shares into that foundation, and he locked it for that foundation's use only, right?
And then
He
everyone's like,
didn't-
he donated 45 billion to charity. The prick.
And yeah, so he didn't give it to a charity per se. Like he gave it to a company to use in charitable ways, right? And people were like, oh, why didn't you give it to a charity? And his basically his response was,
Shut up, it's my money. I do what I want.
no, yeah, he was like, lots of charities don't operate efficiently, and he
Which is
knows
not wrong.
he knows how to run it. Like, he knows how to run a company. And the other thing is, charities are apparently not allowed to back for-profit things. So, for example, if he found like a solar panel company that was gonna make renewable energy very achievable for everyone in the world, he would want to back that with the charity money he put away, right? But a charity wouldn't be allowed to do that, and that's what he wants his money to do. He wants it to change the world more than just give money to people that need money. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
mean, the
change
other
things
problem
rather
you-
than.
The other problem you encounter as well is that how do you know that the money you're giving is going to actually go to...
Well, he's in
Yeah.
charge of
People that
charity, so
need
you could just be like, we need a plane for me to get somewhere.
And see, that's what
we
people
need
were
a plane
saying.
to get to Africa.
That's what people were saying, and I was like, even if he used it that way, it's his money. Like,
Yeah.
he just if he gives like a single like ounce of that money genuinely back to the world, like that's a good thing, right? That's not
Yeah.
something we should be upset about.
It's like,
Yeah.
no, he used his own money
How
to buy
dare you?
Coke from the charity. You son of a bitch.
Plus, it's publicly licensed, so anyway, any of the expenditure of that charity would be shown publicly. So like, I doubt he's gonna go around flying private jets. It's not really gonna like show
It's just like-
himself
it's-
off well.
I don't know how detailed they are, but just like somebody bought a blanket for someone, somebody bought this, somebody bought that, somebody bought a Lamborghini. What the fuck?
Look, he needed that Lamborghini. You don't understand.
How
He really
else?
did,
You missed Mark Zuckerberg donating all of his money to charities.
You can find it in the archive, which will be uploaded at some point.
Yeah, we're just on some science news, which that wasn't really science per se, but more that his money's going to science, not as much as like to charity in the typical sense of like to the poor or to the hungry, but it's more to the actual advancement of the planet as a whole.
Face
So Zuckerberg, Facebook dude, is doing good things.
and just said Facebook dude did charity stuff. We just explained. We just gave
Look,
you
she
like
was
the
just giving
details
him a
on
heads
it.
up. Relax.
Use the knowledge we have given you.
There was another article on why we needed a space race like approach to the planet. I think that's recently we had that whole climate change summit, didn't we, in Europe?
That was like last week.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And that the whole thing was to push like countries to actually stop going. You know what we need to do? War. You know what we need to do? Not
Sleep.
make an ice age happen in 50
Well,
years.
that'll be good. That'll be good.
I think the last time they had that summit, it was in Wales.
Because if there's an ice
Right.
age, how are we gonna have a war? Like, let's be real, right? Like, how can
Real
we
talk,
fight?
guys.
in an
We
ice
clone
age?
mammoths and we strap cannons to them.
No, we just use robots. Easy. Cold resistant.
Yeah, we all hide in a cave around our fires, and we just send the robots to do all the work.
The mammoths
easy.
died out because there was no more ice age. Like,
Yeah.
Look, all we have to do is just get elephants and then just put fur on them or something.
Just get
Yeah,
all
we
those
have
awful
mammoths, we don't need
toupees that
cloning.
we've
Put
made.
carpets on mammoths sorted.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah. I mean, we sell plenty of rugs at work. Just drape one over the back, tape it around some legs.
So yeah,
Imagine a mammoth
there's
running
like,
to this elephant and be like, "What the fuck is this?" It's the equivalent of dressing up as a different ethnicity to them. It's like, this is offensive, guys. I'm gonna go back to extinction now.
I'm gonna go back
Walks
to
off.
extinction.
Go back to extinction.
A
walks off a
genuine
cliff.
choice a mammoth will make one day. I'm going to go back to extinction.
So I'm done with you guys. I don't want this anymore. I'm gonna go.
That's how you know, like, you're legit offended.
Because you've extincted yourself again. Yeah.
They bring you back, and it's just like,
I
nah,
was like, I don't like this. I'm
I
out.
don't
Peace,
want
guys.
any of what this is. just gets up on its hind legs and walks off a cliff.
To see all of this, I don't want it. I'm out. Peace.
Why is it that we both thought of them walking off a cliff?
Because you're both terrible people, right?
Yeah.
Like, why was that the default go-to?
Because you see, Josh, how early humans used to hunt mammoths is that they would drive
They
them
would
to the
stampede them
cliff
off
edge,
cliffs, yeah.
and then be like, go, just go, and the mammoth would be like, sticks, and then fall off, and it would be dead at the bottom. Or if it was still alive, you just poke it a bit more until it was like,
Well, Luke, I think you get by and like nail the hunting times. You've got the skills.
I should be on the History Channel.
I mean, yeah, you'd be right in place with all the crazy alien people.
In that one battle, like the guys were like pew 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 with the bows, and then the guys like, but we have shield.
I'm not sure
shield,
if battle
shield,
is
shield,
the-
shield.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pew 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 with their bows.
Pew pew
With
pew
their
pew.
bows.
And the stormtroopers are like, that's our sound. Don't take our sound away. And then they're
We've
like,
had that sound since 1979.
I feel like you guys are rambling.
then the
I
Nazis
think
would be
we've
like,
all
shut up,
stopped.
you stole that look from us. Okay.
I feel like you guys are rambling.
You know what we should do? You know what we should do when we start rambling?
What?
I think we should wrap up.
I think we should.
Yeah.
This could go on for a while.
Yeah.
Well, we can continue with History Channel rants next time, right?
Next week.
Next week, right?
Unfortunately.
Same time.
I think I think the podcast went well. I thank you everyone for coming to
Yeah.
watch this
Thank you all
train
for
wreck.
being-
For watching us ramble about nothing because we're all lunatics.
About mammoths and Star Wars.
Yeah, about Star Wars mammoths and robots.
Do. So yeah, we'll be here next week. We'll be talking more, mainly video
Same time,
games,
same
a little
time,
bit of
same place.
science, a little bit of tech, a little bit of TV,
Stuffs.
mainly and
Also,
yeah. Okay.
also be sure to follow the Twitch, and also we do have a Twitter at SpawnPointPod, where we'll probably be tweeting at the link in the link in the week.
links, yeah. Well,
Just tweet us in the week if you've got. Tweet us in the week if you've got any news stories. Take them.
Yeah,
And
if there's
so
anything
for
you'd
just
like
general-
us to
Yeah,
touch
and
on.
we'll talk about it and stuff.
Also,
And
don't
I-
forget, if you do want to check out links or stuff, then it will be archived on YouTube. Or if
Yeah.
you want to go back and rewatch it for some weird reason.
You know, some people want to do that, right?
Spawn Point Podcast out.
Bye.